Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Pauper, Historic Pauper. And I went 4-0 with this deck while I was trying to get my computer streaming program to actually work yesterday, and for some reason things just like, nah, we're not going to do anything today. It's Black Friday, meh, don't want to do anything like that. I actually was trying to record. I'm sorry guys that I didn't get any video out yesterday. So I'm going to play this one again in Historic Pauper again, and this deck just crushed it for me last time. And I think part of that, of course, is luck. I don't think I'll post a perfect record with any deck ever, but or at least not consistently. But this is really powerful. So basically what we have is a ton of early game 1-drops. We have Fairy Guide Mother, Healer's Hawk, and Rustwing Falcon. Really like the Fairy Guide Mother with Healer's Hawk because just getting in for those 2 points of extra damage with lifelink does win us games sometimes. And then other than that, really what we're going for with this deck is that we just have lots of evasive creatures. We're getting it for damage every single turn. We're getting it for 2, 3, 4, 5 points of damage every turn. And then we just have Trapped in the Tower, Pacifism, and Luminous Bonds, which 10 removal spells in this format is just enough to just dominate. And these are all really good removal spells. Pacifism, 2 mana, they can't do anything. 2 mana, they really can't do anything anymore. Luminous Bonds. I am waiting for a green deck to come out and actually be playing, like Return to the Wild or something like that, like some way to destroy enchantments, which does make it really powerful. Like that is probably a really good removal spell in this format. Sky Tether, unfortunately, is uncommon. I was checking into that. Anyway, this deck is really good. Castle Ardenvale Tactician, also amazing. Being able to tap 2 creatures has won me so many games. So just like the amount of control that we have in this deck that just has a ton of evasive creatures as well. Really good. So I'm loving it. And anyway, let's go ahead and get the gameplay, see how this does for us, and wish me luck. All right, we are just going to play as long as we can before 2 losses. And hopefully we keep running up against mono red. I know a lot of people are playing the Kiln Fiend mono red type of deck, and that's what we beat. I think 3 of the games out of 4 last time was against the mono red deck, so we do really well against it as long as we have the removal when we need it. 1 land. Ooh, if we have another land, this is actually an insane hand. I'm gonna go ahead and mulligan. I'm not gonna risk it. Yeah, being able to have the pacifisms is definitely better. I'd like to have more actual creatures as well here, but we're gonna keep this, dropping 1 tactician. And let's see, okay, keep this, drop that, there we go. I almost dropped the land for some reason. Healer's Hawk go, the best play that we have on turn 1. I mean, just the amount of, if we are racing, which with this deck, anything in this format kind of feels a little bit more like a race than your typical just like take control of the game and dominate. All right, we'll swing in, pass the turn. We may just play out this Tactician. We need to get damage out on the battlefield. All right, blue-green. This is the first deck I've seen in Historic Pauper that actually is playing multiple colors. And we may actually be worse off against the more interesting type of decks. This one doesn't let him use his abilities, huh? I can play that at instant speed if I wanted to. I'm just going to play out the Tactician here. Llanowar Elves, they're going to be able to get out bigger stuff, but it's we'll just be able to pacifism anything. We're just trying to get in as much damage as possible at this point. Is Spell Pierce common? I'm pretty sure that's uncommon. I really don't know. I think Quench is common though. Man, I really should probably like do research on this stuff once in a while. He brings a lot of stuff. I'm hoping they don't start putting counters onto the hexproof creature because that's really bad for us. All right, swinging on in, down to 15. I am going to pacifism this Jungleborn Pioneer just so that we can keep winning this race. I'm not going to put it on the Jade Bearer. Pass the turn. We have enough lands that we'll be able to play any creature and this. Man, we really need to find more creatures. All right, plays the Paladin, 5/5. Right, we do have removal for that, so that's fine. We need to not draw any more lands. Lands is really bad. All right. We're still kind of winning this right now. I mean, with green, though, they can put out some big stuff. If we don't have removal, anything else here going on, very bad for us. Skitter Eel. Yep, that can adapt next turn as well. Down to 18. Okay, Fairy Guide Mother. Great with Healer's Hawk. Here we go. Swing it on in. Gain a lot of life back. That does help us out a lot here. And we win in 2 turns if we can survive for 2 turns. We'll see. All right. Scuttlegator. Ooh, man. All right, this means they are at least tapping down the Llanowar Elves, but like, are we just dead next turn? And the life gain they're getting from these Thornwood Falls is annoying. Okay, no blocks. Take it this turn. Down to 14. Are we dead next turn? Okay, trapped in the tower. There we go. Can't activate its abilities either. They have 8 mana to make that attack, right? All right, so trapped in the tower. Great, great thing for us there. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're good. We shouldn't be dead next turn, but we also don't win next turn unless we find like a Fairy Guide Mother. I think is the only thing with fast damage. So we may have to hold the creature back to block on the next turn. Adapts. Oh yeah, that's 5 damage there. We still are good. They swing in for 10. If we hold back Healer's Hawk next turn, we can block here. Okay, I think we have to hold back Healer's Hawk. 5 and 5, yeah. So swing in, swing in. This will put us down to 1 as long as Healer's Hawk survives and they don't put damage anywhere else. Oh, this is so risky. What did you top deck? I mean, we're doing it. Like, there's a pretty good chance here. There's so little chance they find something that really interacts well with this. If they find it, it's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. You gotta be kidding me. Nice. All right, well, opponent finds probably the one card in their deck that does anything in that situation. And, I mean, we're gonna lose in those kind of situations, and we drew 7 lands. Pretty bad running for us there. All right, up against Allbat, bringing on Allbat or Albert, and we have Healer's Hawk, we have Fairy Guide Mother, lots of good stuff here. I like the charge if we get a lot of creatures out. So keeping this, opponent is going first. So I like Trapped in the Tower because even if they just get out like Llanowar, its activated abilities can't be activated, which counts mana abilities. So Llanowar, anything like that, cannot tap for mana. And they don't have anything there. We get in more damage, I think, just using Fairy Guide Mother's ability here. It'd be nice to be able to play her, but next turn I'm guessing we're going to play like a Trapped in the Tower, Pacifism, and Fairy Guide Mother, so this will still work out pretty well. Oh, green and white. Okay. It's a hexproof creature. Yeah. With this, now we can just play this Guy Marcher. It's a good blocker here. Down to 16, past the turn. Dub. Yeah-oh. That's the one that we can't really do much about. No blocks, yep. But we can gain enough life that doesn't matter. I also can't use that really here. In fact, let's actually just get out damage. I'm not going to worry about everything else. This is a good blocker for the other guy. We're just going to go racing now. Swing it on in. Down to 13, past the turn. We have charge next turn as well. So if we find land, we can basically kill 2 things and charge in for a ton. No blocks. All right, charge. Down to 4. Do we even care about hitting these things? Like, past the turn, I guess. I'd rather, I mean, if they put out 2 really big things, could be bad. Winged Words doesn't have enough mana to play anything else though. I mean, I don't see how they can beat us here. Maybe an unsummon, but we have 4 damage no matter which creature they unsummon. And opponent scoops it up. There we go. And that is what this deck is trying to do. And that was beautiful. Whoo! All right, up against Uriel. Bring it on, Uriel. Every time there's like an Ariel type of thing, I have to do the crab voice from Little Mermaid. That's just me. All right, keeping this. Opponent's going first. We have Healer's Hawk again. This has been pretty good running for us. We have removal. We have some good stuff for Healer's Hawk. Let's see if they go for the removal. We are going to go ahead and try for the Healer's Hawk. 3-2 here. Oh, if we lose it, it's a 2-for-1. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have done that. I knew that they're holding up something there. So that was a little bit of a silly play. Whenever it attacks. All right, let's just not let that do anything. Ever. We'll get out Fairy Guide Mother here. Pass the turn. Audacious Thief actually really good in this format. Because it doesn't even have to do damage. Really powerful. Sky Marcher. Swing it on in. Okay. Obnixious Cruelty is common. Ooh, that is good removal. Alright, this may be one of the hardest matchups for us. Losing card advantage off of that was really bad for us. I mean, it was good to go for, I suppose. The opponent draws cards, loses life. Yeah, the card advantage is what's going to kill us. We do have some good removal right now, though. Do I want to hold on to Tactician? I guess we already have removal. Let's just get out stuff there. We need to do 22 points of damage now. Down to 18. I want to hold on to this charge. We need to at least have 3 attacking creatures for it to be really worthwhile. Seriously? 3 or less. This doesn't get it away from that. Reef Soul, very powerful. A lot of removal with this deck. I'm assuming it's kind of like a tempo deck here, and so we need to see what their actual finisher is going to be. As long as we can top deck creatures, we're in pretty good shape. If we can't, we're screwed. Down to 17, past the turn. The question is how much discard are they going to be playing as here as well? Like, do I need to be using my charge or stuff earlier to at least get some value out of it? They have some. All right, we'll resolve. Using it doesn't do anything for us there. Healer's Hawk is nice. Down to 18, past the turn. Reaper of the Night, pretty good here. Lucky Clover, I believe, is uncommon. That would be pretty fun stuff to do, though, if it wasn't. Ill-Gotten Inheritance. Ooh, man. Just because there is discard, we'll play the land out. Down to 15. Well, we're doing 2 damage a turn, and we're gaining the life back that they're dealing to us, so this is okay. This only has flying. Oh, double Ill-Hearted. That is bad, bad, bad for us. All right. More damage, though, does help. Swing in. Down to 13. We are maintaining a good board state here. If they get like 4 of these out, that'll be ridiculous. More removal. Yep. Of course. Well, we can swing in for 3 creatures to get 1 point of damage in. Because that's what we do. Oh, dude. That's common as well. Oh, that's bad for us. All right, Tendrils of Corruption is like probably the best reason actually to be playing. And it's instant speed. All right, Mono Black might just be better overall. Tidebearer Giant, okay. Well, we're not winning. This gives us a little bit of a chance, but man, the amount of turns we're gonna need before we actually do anything useful. We have to top deck so well here. Healer's Hawk is nice. Down to 16. Gains flying, no blocks. Down to 9. Play it out. This is when we like the charge or something like that, so we can at least start doing something. Fungal infection, yep. Yeah, I think this one's over. And a Mix's Cruelty. And opponent's deck has just been crushing it. They had some really good stuff in this one. I like it. I like the build that they're going for. That's just straight value town. And I think, yeah, good game. We will concede. Oh man, well I just like told you guys all about how good my deck is, and it lost that quickly. So we're gonna go ahead and play again. All right, up against the Yellow Fever 79, and man, we have lots of removal, but that's like about it. It may be worthwhile just to keep that, but we do better. There's been some Merfolk decks coming out, or just like a blue-green deck that this is not as good against. But overall, this is good. I mean, having 2 removal spells, Tactician to kind of slow things down a bit as well if we need to. Hopefully we just top deck a Healer's Hawk, and life is good. Can't be blocked, yep. Alright, pass the turn. Miss Cloak Herald, pretty good. So this is probably the hardest deck for us just because there are some hexproof creatures that they can get bigger. But I think overall we can still take this stuff. So we actually can't hit that creature with the Trapped in the Tower. FYI. Okay, pass to my turn. Let's just go ahead and play the Griffin here. Pass the turn. Okay, he plays Forest. They're basically showing that they're going to have some sort of removal there. We'll say no blocks. We'll go ahead and just pacifism this. Down to 17. Nice. All right, this is a good deck. All right, let's Luminous Spawns the Aven Eternal. No attacks. We're going to stay on defense here for a bit. We're just going to hope that they run out of steam here after a while, and then we can just start taking over. Callous Dismissal. Yep. Masses again. Down to 12. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Okay, play the Griffin. Play... So the nice thing about hitting the mass creature is that as long as it stays out on the battlefield, if ever they play a mass stuff again, it keeps going to this creature, but then they can't do anything about it. So actually, this is the best possible removal for an amassed creature, unless they do have the way to actually kill it. Then that's bad, because they do have Callous Dismissals, which is just non-land permanent. We just wanted to go ahead and trade off with this. We're low enough in life total that I think it actually is better just to, no matter what happens, kill it. Oh. Crash Rampage. Okay. Well, I'm glad we're not, like, dead to that then. Man. All right, play Tactician. I'm actually going to go ahead and play this other Tactician. Pass the turn. It keeps us off of this Mistcloak Herald for a little bit. And the can't be block creatures really hard for us at this point. We need to start gaining life. So Tactician. Swinging on in. Down to 18. All right, we are starting to actually attack. Man, this has been rough. Down to 7. All right, give me a life linker. All right, Rustwing Falcon. Sky Marcher is pretty good here. Down to 14 past the turn. We may be coming back here. This is a close one. Another can't be blocked creature. Man, all right, more removal then. Man, if they have more like Crash the Ramparts, we're in trouble. Pass to my turn. All right, so this is what we do. We know that they have a blocker, so it's kind of annoying here, but we'll put it onto Rustwing Falcon. Swing in. Charge. Down to 1. Fairy Guide Mother to... I mean, hopefully we can survive this turn. We're going to block the Strix no matter what. And opponent scoops it up. There we go. Oh my goodness. That was... Oh, that was nerve-wracking. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, we did it. Whew. All right, up against Natty Dorian. Bring it on, Natty Dorian. And... Fairy Guide Mother turn 1. Yeah, we'll keep this. And I probably won't actually use her ability there. If we can just get out flyers, it's good for us, especially without a lot of lands. Hello. How are you? All right. Blue-red. Probably a Kiln Fiend deck. Yeah, there's Kiln Fiend. Okay, we need removal. That's removal. Would you look at that? Yeah, get that out of there. On the next turn, they could do so much damage. So, glad to get rid of that right away. And this is how we win. Man, these life gain lands are actually really good. Let's see here. Let's just get out Sky Marcher. Swing in. Down to 19. Warlord's Fury. It's a draw card. First strike. Okay, they play this here, screw the critics out, right? Really good with Goblin Electromancer. That's for sure. Oh my goodness. Blink of an eye coming out and destroying us. Well, we will play it out again. Hopefully they don't find another one of those. Swing in. I actually kind of want to be able to gain life with this on the Healer's Hawk now. So I'm not sure I play out the Fairy Guide Mother here. Getting the charge would be kind of nice just so that we can maybe race a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and play it a little bit safer. Just try to gain as much life as possible with this. Treasure Hunt comes out. If they find, they actually, oh good. I'm gonna say if they find like a bunch of lands and, what's it called? Another Blink of an Eye. That would be insane because they could find the actual blue land they needed to do that. They didn't swing in with Goblin Electromancer. Sweet. All right, pass to my turn. Oh, that's good. That's actually really good. All right, we're just gonna play this a little bit slower. Swing in. We win by gaining life. Down to 14, up to 11. So actually, I'm debating if I want to use this just in case I do find another Blink of an Eye or something like that, but it doesn't have trample. I'm gonna go ahead and just play my Silverbeak Griffin out. Try to make this charge a little bit better. Okay, Treasure Hunts again. Really good for them. We're still at a safe enough life total now that we shouldn't be dead. Oh man, if they just kill Healer's Hawk here though. Okay, kills the Griffin. I'm actually, I would prefer the Griffin than the Healer's Hawk here. I mean, I prefer neither. That would be good. Okay, down to 6. All right, Fairy Guide Mother. I could use the charge here just to maximize my mana a little bit, but I don't think that we need to yet. I'd rather be greedy. Does it feel too greedy? Gaining 2 life is really nice. We'll go ahead and do it. Down to 12 past turn. I'd hate for my guy to die here and not even be able to use it at all. A treasure hunt comes out. Yep. They get a lot of scries, which is good for them. Keeps it on top, which means they're not really going to hit land. So they do hit a land and Tormenting Voice. They're going to want to do that beforehand, just in case they find a blink of an eye. Discarding the land, maybe? Yep. Okay, resolve. All right, opt, yep. So no blink of an eye right now. I'm not sure if they've played a blue land yet. Keeps it on top. All right, tap these guys down. Pass to my turn. Land. Tactician. Swing in. Bring him down to 6. We actually, I think, get close to lethal next turn if we don't use charge here. Down to 9. Pass the turn. What is this? I wish. They resolve. I'm trying to actually read what this one says. Deals 2 damage to that. Okay, so I just taps the creature. Okay. It means they're going to get in for lots of damage here. Down to 6. All they need is another spell. That again actually does it. Man. Good game. Just running out the charge, showing what we had. And opponent has the quench. Yeah, there we go. So regardless, they had the pieces of the combo they needed to actually kill us there. So opponent played it well, and going blue-red definitely seemed to be better than the typical just mono-red that I was seeing yesterday. All right, against Trava, 95. Bring it on, Trava. And this is good. Good hand. Like this. I may drop down to 2 charge. Like if you are building this deck, maybe jump down to 2 copies of charge. It seems good, but it's not something I want like a ton of. It's just, it's really good when you're already playing, when you already have a good board established, which when you don't, it's just one of those really dead cards that you don't want in your hand at all. All right, swing in. If they shock here, is it worth playing the charge? I don't think so. They may shock this anyway. It is a better target. Yep, there you go for the shock. I mean, we're going to play our stuff out as best we can anyway. 7 dwarves. Oh, that's bad. That's actually really funny. All right. The bad thing about this is that even though we're trapping it here, every other 7 doors that comes down still, like, this will still pump the other ones. The nice thing though is that we're gonna at least stop it from being able to do damage next turn. That's possibly 3 points of damage. Can't attack or block alone. Sweet. All right, we're not gonna deal with that for right now. Do we want to deal with that right now? All right, swing in. It does have Mentor, which is nice. If they have like a Lava Runner. Pass the turn. If we can maintain the board, this doesn't really attack in. All right, plays another one. Ooh, that's... All right, and Fairy Guide Mother. So I think that they can attack together, though, just fine. Okay, pass to my turn. All right, watch this. All right, so hit one of them, swing in. If they block with the Fairy Guide Mother, which is what we're hoping for, we'd be able to charge. I should have used Luminous Bonds. All right, pass the turn. Creates a 1/1. Yep. Fairy Guide Mother becoming a 2/2. It does have to swing in. The only thing that we're really missing with this is if we had the Rally of Wings. It is uncommon, but man, that would be so powerful. Oh man, they have another one. What luck. Pass to my turn. All right, we have to get rid of this now. Otherwise, their board just gets too insane. Swing in. Fairy Guide Mother. See, I can do 4 points of damage and play it out. Can charge as well. Pass the turn. I think that we can still... I'd actually like to gain the life with Healer's Hawk here. A little bit greedy. Yeah, they're hitting in for a lot. Down to 11. Pyromancer. Yep, that's bad. That's bad. All right, I think Tactician is probably our best draw here. Rustwing Falcon. Okay. This means that we have a pretty powerful turn on the next turn. If we can survive this. All right, swing in. Down to 8. We have lethal if we don't die here. Do we die here? Let's see how they swing in. Do they swing in with Fairy Guide Mother? Doesn't swing with Fairy Guide Mother. Good play, sir. All right, now we need removal to win. We don't block. We just take it. We have to hope that we can win. No blocks. Down to 5. Removal. Give me removal. No removal for Jeffrey. I'm assuming he kept it back so that he could block. All right, how can we block and survive and actually win on the next turn? If we find like 2 charges, all we need to do is keep 4 creatures alive. We can block with Healer's Hawk maybe somewhere and get a little bit more. All right, pass the turn. Tactician is still a good draw. Taps down Fairy Guide Mother. Ugh, that's bad. We could use this charge to kill some dwarves here. All right, is it worthwhile to just kill their stuff? How do we have to block? So you have to block everything with 3. Unless we just leave this alone. All right, let's go ahead and charge. I think it's going to be better for us here. Okay, block here. Block here. We have to block one of these now. Kill the flyer. We go to 1. This is really just banking on that they don't have a burn spell. We do clear the board pretty well, though. Maybe we should have just killed the bodyguard, though. Opponent says good game. Do they have it? All right, yeah, good game. That was the best thing that we could have done there. Man, we didn't run very well with that deck, and they just had so much action the whole time. We took care of a lot of it, but that was just good. All right, well, deck was not as convincing this time around, but still a fun deck. I mean, like, even in the games that we lost, I feel like we were in the game. We were like, we could have drawn things to win the game. We could have done a lot of stuff there to, you know, actually be in it. So still is a fun one. I do think it is powerful. And I hope you guys at least enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.